Superfast is a blast in VR. Hello there everyone, and welcome back to OpenFed Gaming. You're listening to the OpenFed. Today, we're driving a 2017 Ferrari 812 Superfast. We're driving it in a special event called the Ferrari 812 Superfast-One-Make, meaning that there's only one make of car, which is the Ferrari Superfast. We're driving it at the Sardinia Road Track A. We're doing 5 laps, started with a rolling start, and we are one of 12 beautiful cars driving on the road. Well, we're not kind of driving, we're racing. We are going to try and win this race. 5 laps. The laps are not that long. They're not short, they could take a little bit, but they're not that long, so we don't have time to sit back and wait. There is really nothing to wait for anyhow. The stream of cars that are on the track have thinned out, and they've given us some room to be able to pass them, and they leave us an opening in front of them when we do. So all we can do is just keep an eye out, catch up to the first guy like we're doing here, and then try and get by him. Now this little section here that we're in goes back and forth, and you got to use the whole track. So you're going from side to side, and there's really not a lot of places to pass. Here, however, there's a few places to pass. This track is just a gorgeous track. I mean, it's a beautiful countryside. You got a little bit of ups and downs and sideways back and forth, and there's a few places to pass, and there's a few places you cannot pass. So you do have to keep an eye out and develop a type of strategy that will have you moving up throughout the race, because this is lap number 1. We're done, and I think we've only passed 2 or 3 cars so far. So we got a little ways to go, but that's okay. We keep going, we don't wait, because we don't want the people in the front of the pack to start moving too far ahead of us, because if they do that, then we'll never catch them again. So we got to keep everybody within reach, and we got to keep pushing to try and get by. Now, when I say you got to try and push, you got to try and respect the track at the same time. I mean, you can push when you're going straight like this, but then when you get to the corner, you got to back off and give the car the opportunity to get around the track, around the corner. Sorry. Anyhow, when you do that, you have less of a chance of spinning out, as I've done with this particular car. It's got a lot of power. It's a rear-wheel drive though, and if you go around the corner too fast and you don't let up, she's just going to push the back end around, and you're going to spin out. And you know as well as I do what happens when that happens. Your race might be over. So we pay attention, take our time. When the opportunity presents itself, like right there, we take it. You normally don't get a chance to pass in that section, you know. So if the opportunity is there and the guy's going a little bit too slow, yeah, you just go for it. There too, these guys slow down for these corners. You don't have to slow right down until you get to the corner. So we just breeze by and keep going, because here we are already finishing our 2nd lap, which is quick because it doesn't take much and half the race will be over. So we keep the pedal down, put her to the floor, and on the straight stretches like this, we just let her rip. And then when we come to the corner, now we know that we got 2.5 laps left to go. Pretty quick here, and we've got a few more cars to go. So we know we're moving up, or we're getting closer to the front. Car right at the very front, we haven't seen him yet. He's not in our sights. So we got to keep pushing until we see him. And we have to see him, we have to catch up to him by the end of the 4th lap. Because 1 lap is not really a lot of time to try and pass a car if you're a little ways behind him still. You got to have caught up to him. So anyhow, having said that, we're in our 3rd lap. We're coming up to the top part here, and then we're going to be in that back and forth section again. So yeah, taking this guy here on the straight section is the thing to do, because now we're going to be into that that little back and forth again. So, and these cars near the front are obviously going a little bit faster, which is why they are in front. That's where we want to be. So we're gonna stick with them. We got this guy here now in our sights, and if we don't get him here, we got that another straight section coming up. But I think we probably have enough room here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that is, I believe, the second last guy. Oh, see, we almost spun out over there. Go around the corner a little bit too fast. Don't respect the track, and he's gonna nip you. So you got to keep an eye on that, you know, back off on those corners. Now, we're done our third lap. We still haven't seen the lead car. And there's got to be one more car, pretty sure. There's a white one near the front that we haven't passed yet. So all we can do is keep pushing it now, the straight sections. Remember, spin. Oh, up ahead there. There's a car. Take her easy around the corners now. We've seen where the lead car is. Now we know where he is. Now we know how much we have to push to catch him. And we know that approximately around here we're almost at halfway through the lap. So we've got half a lap of 4 to go, and then only one more to get by him. And he looks like he's moving at a fair clip. So it's going to take us a little bit of time to catch up to him. At the same time, like I said, we got to keep throttling down around these corners, especially this one coming up here. It's a deadly one if you go too fast. Then you really spin out. Just like that. Then we glide through the S turns. We're going to be almost heading down the home stretch to the checkered flag. White flag one more time. We got one more lap to go after this. Don't forget that. We haven't caught him yet. We're getting close. We're not with him yet. Oh, he's getting really, really close though. But it goes to show you, one mistake now will cost you the race. So the closer you get to the end of the race, the cleaner you got to drive, and the more attention you got to pay to the corners, the straight sections, and the other vehicles on the track. Because, like I've mentioned many times before, we can get ahead of this guy and get into the lead and keep him. But you still got half to 3/4 of the track to go here, a lap to go before we're done. When I tell you this, and I say this quite often, I like a lot of the vehicles that I drive in Gran Turismo, and I like a lot of the tracks. This is one of my favorite tracks, the Sardinia track. I like it, and I like the Eiger Nordland track. They're beautiful, beautiful tracks with gorgeous graphics. And if you have the right vehicle, the gameplay is second to none. So this is one of my favorite tracks, and I really, really enjoyed this race. I hope you enjoyed watching this one, and if you did, give us a thumbs up. You know, we're going to have a bunch of really good ones, Super Formula and maybe F1 races coming up soon. And we'll hope to see you back here again at Superfast Gaming. So here we are, getting right back to the little back and forth. And you know, once you're there, you're almost at the end. We can't see that white Ferrari in our rearview mirror anymore. So I think we might have enough of a lead that as long as we drive clean, we've got this race won. There you go. Coming up on the checkered flag. I really enjoyed this one, and I hope you did too. Hope to see you back here again. You've been racing with the Superfast.